All right, grand rising, good evening, good afternoon, honey. Whatever time you click on to this video, take the greeting that applies to you. Thank you for tuning in. And today we're going to be going off into, now that Tory Lanez has been convicted on all three charges, what's to expect? How will this affect Kelsey? Will she be called into court next? Will she be officially charged for shooting Megan now that it's on the record that she shot first? How is this going to work out? Already saged, did everything that I needed to do. And without any further ado, let's go ahead and tap in. Let's see. Told me to use the golden cards. And we're gonna alrighty. Show me the energy around Tory Lanez. What's to be expected now that he's been found guilty on all charges by a court of law? What's the next step with Tory? Okay, so Four of Cups. Okay, this was definitely an unrequited offer. This was something that was absolutely not expected. Hold on. Trying to get as much space as I can over here on the table. So, like I said, this was an unrequited offer, something he definitely did not expect. King of Swords. He feels like, how could this happen when I was honest? I told the truth. And then boom, everything came to an end. Due to some secrets. Tell me more about these secrets, Tory. What are the secrets that you're stating were happening behind the scenes? Because like the moon is like the things that you can't see, hidden motivations, possible spell work. It's definitely secret activity, and it's letting it be known that there's a hidden hand, something that we can't see, that is attached to this whole lover situation. Okay, so Death card came out. So he's saying it's a secret reason why all of this came to an end. Hold on. Death card. Sun. Queen of Cups. Standing your ground. Seven of Wands. Six of Pentacles was at the bottom of the deck. Magician. Magician fell right up under Death and the Moon. So, to see the Moon directly over the Seven of Wands, and then you have Death and the Magician, he's saying that somebody was fighting from behind the scenes to manipulate the way things were perceived, and that's what brought everything to an end. You got the Sun over here with the Queen of Cups, so he was expecting happier times and to just be able to push forward, because there's like a maternal energy behind him. There's also stating that this is an intuitive woman, possibly a psychic woman, a woman who would work in this spell work type of situation, because this King of Swords gave the order to this Queen of Cups. for this secret activity due to this Seven of Wands, him standing his ground, and it brought everything to an end through some trickery. So he's letting it be known that there is a lot of manipulation going on beyond anything that we can see. King of Cups at the bottom of the deck. King of Cups and Queen of Cups would also, once again, not just be, water signs, but they would be someone that would be how do I say this? Somebody that would be connected to like spell work and hidden knowledge, the occult, things of that nature. They would be alchemists of some kind. Listen, I just said spell work. There's a high priestess involved. Two of Swords, Wheel of Fortune. And this is what cut him off from, his blessings. The Wheel of Fortune, things coming up, the Fool. They just went ahead and took a chance and they said, you know what? Nope, this is it. Why are they doing this behind the scenes to bring things to an end for him? What is this? Ten of Wands, King of Cups. So once again, like I said, there's a lot of spell work. There's a lot of Harry Potter shit going on with this one, honey. This put the weight of the world on the backs of people who were manipulating the outcome of this situation. And that's when this male alchemist had to come and get involved. Three of Pentacles. That's a concerted effort between three people. Page of Wands. They had to come up with a new plan, new ideas, new actions. Tell me more about that. Because it was bringing people a lot of anxiety. No sleep for the wicked, no sleep for the weary. Before I go any further, this reading is for entertainment purposes only. Nothing that I'm saying in this reading can be proven as fact. This is considered spiritual speculation, okay? Now, I'm about to go off into this reading a little deeper, but this is a very, very, very strong powers that be feel, and this is some higher level stuff. Ace of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, the Empress. That's like deep love and abundance. A woman who's considered abundant, or an earth sign who could possibly be pregnant. Three of Pentacles. Like I said, it finally came out. These are people going behind the scenes, working together. This is definitely a collaboration. And if you pay attention, you have this one person that's on a higher level, but it appears that, let me hold this still, okay? It appears that this person is like knocking on a door. See how these people down here are watching, waiting for instructions? Over what to do about the star, the Aquarius. So there were people that were waiting to find out what they should do and how they should handle this situation with him and Megan. Tell me more about that. That became a tower. Seven of Pentacles. That's as you sow, so shall you reap. Also, people are sowing seeds for a bigger harvest. Hold on. because there was going to be an abundance, you know, a tower to somebody's abundance, somebody's opulence. Okay? Somebody was afraid that the outcome of this whole entire situation could bring a tower to everything that they loved, everything they created, everything that they sowed seeds into. Seven of Pentacles. So, Two of Pentacles. They were juggling with what they were going to do over this contract and negotiation with this star, okay? Seven of Cups. They're acknowledging that there is multiple scenarios here, multiple situations, considering their options. Also acknowledging that this person has a substance abuse problem. And, oh, okay, yeah. Emperor's at the bottom of the deck. They had to do what they had to do to bring this to an end, bring it to a rest. Rest means it's not over. But they did what they had to do swiftly. Eight of Wands. Yeah, they swiftly had to consider their options. This was an order that was given down by somebody. Yeah, Knight of Swords. Came in swiftly, gave the message. Page of Swords. Watching, Justice at the bottom of the deck. The Lovers. So, this is like, you know, constantly watching, spying on a situation. Okay? See this? Page of Swords. Right over, Justice and the Lovers. So, they were intensely watching this case, trying to see how this was going to turn out in court. And oops, here we go. See that? Somebody paid a pretty penny. Somebody offered some money because there was conflicting views. There was conflict in the communication. This is like they were listening to the rumbles of the street, right? The street, for the most part, was saying that Tory was the people's champ. On the low end, it's like, okay, you have a smaller group that's saying, okay, this man is guilty, and then you have a subgroup in that this man is guilty group, to where it's like, okay, well, there's too many things that cause reasonable doubt in this situation. So no matter how I feel about it, I don't feel like it's strong enough to convict. And they're watching all of this. Page of Swords. They're watching all of this. There you go. Justice. Okay. Court. Judgment. What about it? Nine of Cups. It was a wish fulfillment. Wheel of Fortune. Okay. It was a wish fulfillment to protect somebody's fortune. Balance through a new beginning. I told you, somebody had looked at everything that I've built, everything that I've earned, everything that I've amassed could go up in smoke. There was an outsider. King of Pentacles. I told you, there was an outsider, a wealthy person in masculine energy. That doesn't mean that it was a man. It just means that they vibrated masculine energy. But somebody who was caked up, that had a pretty coin, put some money down so that they can ensure a certain type of outcome. Seven of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, they had to do what they had to do. They had to sow seeds for a bigger harvest with this fruitful person. Listen, I want to show you just how these things are peeking out my deck. So, hold on. Because I like you to see it the way I see it, because I don't just read what hits the table. I read as I shuffle. So you see that? Seven of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, the Lovers, and up here at the top, the Devil. So they knew that this was a toxic situation between the both of them. They didn't know how to spin this, because any way you try to turn this situation looks extremely messy, right? This was a very bad look for her to have to admit to this toxic relationship in the way that they made her admit to it. That was like the death blow. And they needed a reset, okay? They needed balance through a new beginning. Because everything was riding on this. The stability of everything was going to change if they lost the court of public opinion. So there was an offer made, but it was a small offer. And this offer was made to sow seeds for a bigger harvest, right? The Empress. They had to birth new things into existence. They had to come up with a new plan. They had to figure out where to go from here and how to create a new situation, new narrative. What do we do from here, right? Because I told you the problem was maintaining the wealth, Four of Pentacles, and keeping the pulse of the streets. These were the things that this Emperor was thinking about. I can't lose the street, and I can't lose this case, because if I lose this case, this opens me up to also lose my wealth. Empress. Now, we've seen Emperor and Empress. Somebody came together and they birthed a new plan that was going to protect the overall wealth and health of a company. Queen of Swords, Two of Swords. So that's letting me know, because Queen of Swords is a air sign, Aquarius is an air sign. So this is also letting it be known this person came forward, this person came to speak. They were very straightforward, sharp in their communication. And the upright swords are usually forthright, but Two of Swords up under it, it's like this person was cut off for telling their version of the truth. By the Emperor, okay? So what that looks like to me is once Megan finally got up, got on that stand, and finally told the truth in so much, you know, it was a limited truth, because a lot of people in this case, you know, played with the goalpost on where the truth was. That's just here. That's neither here nor there. That's just being honest. People tootsie rolled around the truth all across this whole case. People told what they wanted to tell, not what they should. But the truth that was told by Megan on this stand, which means, well, this didn't happen this way, that didn't happen that way, this ain't this, and this. I wasn't telling the truth about this, and this. This got her cut off from somebody who is very very respected. We'll say that. Not just well-to-do, but very respected. Ten of Pentacles, Knight of Cups. So there's other secrets, other things that are going to unlock and unfold that are attached to this situation that they could not afford to let hit the fan. Because, like I said, Tory, you know, if he loses this case, which he just did, the company is safe, right? This no longer is about protect black women. Really, at the end of the day, once they realize certain things, it became very, very evident that they had to run with a narrative to protect the company, because the company got behind something, not knowing that what they got behind was a creative version of storytelling versus the truth, okay? So they had to protect the integrity of the company. It wasn't about necessarily supporting someone in court. It was getting the best outcome for the company. Now that we've got that out the way, we're not talking about innocence, guilt, anything like that. We're talking about point blank. This is stating that there was never a true focus on who's right, who's wrong, who's indifferent, the gray area, any of that. Somebody made a last second call and said, hey, look, we need a cleanup on aisle 6, and we need it now. Now, everybody keeps talking about payments and people trying to bribe people, but I literally just saw that somebody bought a certain outcome, and it wasn't to support Megan. Let's get that clear. It wasn't to support Megan. It wasn't about spiting Tory. It was about protecting the integrity of a company. Okay, so now what do we expect when it comes to Tory Lanez possible appeal and fighting from the appeal status? Okay, so Queen of Swords is coming out. So now this is, like I said, we've established Megan's an air sign. The Fool at the bottom of the deck. This is taking a leap of faith or making a foolish decision to make a move or to take a leap before looking. Possibly speaking too soon. What is this? And that becomes what? A hangman. Because now the situation that you've been fighting for, fighting over, has you isolated, okay? Has you out in the cold. Money goes upside down. People not really feeling you, not wanting to book you, not wanting to do features with you due to this high priestess in this tower. So it's like up under that was, hold on, up under that is the Hermit and the Three of Wands. So this is like she's going to have to go into herself, sit alone, reflect on this whole situation, because now it's affecting her money. Like, I know there's people that's saying that after this, Meg is going to skyrocket, she's going to blow up, you know, she's going to go through the stratosphere, right? But this is saying that there's a lot of people in the industry who are isolating themselves from her. They're not messing with her like that. And it affects her money. So even though, yeah, Two of Pentacles, juggling, the Hermit, Three of Wands hit the table. Hold on. Hermit, Hangman. Hermit falls under Hangman. So her speaking is causing her to go back and forth in her thoughts. And now this is a hangman because, like I said, she's isolated. She's to herself. She's now reflecting on things, thinking about how this worked out. And, you know, looking over future opportunities and ships that are coming in. So she's looking over, like, business opportunities, ways to make money. But then, boom, Five of Pentacles. Clarify the Five of Pentacles. It's a bunch of cards, shit. Queen of Wands. I've said it before in a past reading. Yes, we know she's not a Queen of Wands due to her birth, but my spirit guides have, picked the hot girl card to represent Megan. So the hot girl is being ostracized. Like I said, she's out in the cold with the industry. Secretly, okay, the high priestess. This is a tower moment for her because everybody is looking at her like, had you not been on your thought shit, your whole shit. And listen, the star, Aquarius, that's her sign. Had you not been on your thought shit, your whole shit, a lot of this wouldn't have happened. So this is the first time that we get to actually see the street implement the no snitch policy, so to speak, or their version of street justice for misspeaking, because this doesn't really feel like the no snitch policy, but it still feels like people look at her like a rat secretly behind the scenes. Okay, people look at her like a rat. And it's going to be very, very negative on her income because it's going to affect who works with her, who wants to be bothered with her, because now people are very hypersensitive about what happened to Tory. Interesting. Tell me more. King of Wands, Seven of Pentacles. So this is like, at this moment, Tory is sowing seeds for a bigger harvest. He's literally figuring out, his affairs, what he needs to do, how he needs to, figure this out to come out this situation. Now, the bottom of the deck, of course, this is agony, not sleeping well, no rest for the weary, no rest for the wicked, right? Ten of Pentacles, Six of Cups. He's stating that this situation with this person from his past, this person that he cared about from his past, because remember, my last reading, I said folks had feelings for each other. So he's considering how this situation with this past person is affecting his income, because this is a lot going on with his empire, right? And now he's like just distraught, trying to figure out, how in the hell did this turn into this? What do I do from here? Okay. Death, the Hermit, Hangman. So he's looking at like, damn, it is the other shoe drop. Things actually came to an end. He's going internally and he's studying right now so that he can study to show himself approved, to come out a scholar once he comes out of this situation. But he's acknowledging that this is a hangman. Listen, King of Cups at the bottom of the deck, King of Swords, and Ace of Pentacles. This is like, somebody literally, like, I told the truth and now I got to hand over my fortune. But he's also acknowledging that he knows that somebody paid a pretty penny. Hold on. Okay. Somebody paid a pretty, let me put this shit down. Somebody paid a pretty penny, okay? Here he is telling the truth, but he's acknowledging as a businessman. Somebody came and offered money. What is it with these cards going every which way? Okay. Bottom of the deck is the Knight of Cups. So he knows that it's some sorcery. He knows that somebody's deep in their feelings. He knows that he's against something that's bigger than what he expected. He's finally now getting the realization that this is hardball. And he's got to suit up and be prepared to play. The trial and the conviction were the warm-up. Okay? This is true hardball. Yep, this came upon him swiftly. He did not expect this. This was like, boom, just out of nowhere. Nine of swords, 8 of wands. So he's acknowledging that, damn, this fight brought in, prosperity for other people, because other people were able to use this to monetize this, to get what they needed. And then boom, out of nowhere, it was like the other shoe dropped, and here he is stuck in worry, confusion, not able to sleep, high anxiety, 5 of swords, King of Pentacles, the lovers. So he's still acknowledging that this harsh communication with this wealthy man over the lovers is why he's in court, because the Hierophant is also peeking out the deck back here. And behind that Hierophant is the truth. He's saying that this is the truth. Hold on, because I want to make sure that I can show this. He's saying that this is the truth behind the whole court situation. He knows that there's somebody manipulating the strings somewhere, pulling strings, things that people can't see. Like I said, he knows that this person who's in their feelings is also an alchemist. This is some upper echelon, other type stuff going on here. And he underestimated his opponent, the Emperor and the Sun. So that's double confirmation that this Emperor is a sun sign. This person who's running things. Knight of Swords. That's a message that came out to this sun sign. The Knight of Cups, the Ace of Wands, the 2 of Wands. A decision had to be made, and it had to be made swiftly and passionately over how this was turning out. 5 of Swords. This was a huge conflict for them to get this kind of communication. 10 of Wands, bottom of the deck. They had to find a way to control things, to get things back under order, because this was not what they expected. This was putting the weight of the world on the shoulder of that Emperor. Look at what just came out. That Emperor, that fire sign, who's an Emperor. This was putting the weight of the world on that person. This was, listen, don't play with it. What does that say? Okay? The world, judgment, and what? The Fool. Shit had to come to an end, and they took a leap of faith on this judgment. They were not going to be looking foolish due to this judgment, because that judgment was going to put the weight of the world on their shoulders. Okay? 5 of Cups. Deep regret and remorse about things that, came out in court and how things wrapped up with court. So it's a double-edged sword here, because I'm hearing better you than me. So shit, that nigga gotta sit down for a few. He'll be all right, but I ain't losing what made me me. I don't see anywhere where somebody did what they did in support of Megan. They were actually agitated that what she said brought all of this to the light in the first place. This was solely to protect corporate interests. Page of Wands. So now Tory is looking at new actions and new ways to go about this situation, now that the weight of the world is on his shoulder. 10 of Wands. But this is showing that he's going to cut loose ties from this situation. 6 of Swords. And he's going to move from choppier to calmer waters. That must mean there's a development. Please and thank you. Tap into what this development might, could, or is. What? Okay, so there's deep regret. We already established that. Very deep regret over how this court case came out, the Hierophant. Over this toxic energy with this lover that yoked you to this lover. Six of Pentacles. Unearned income. This is interesting because everybody talking about Knight of Cups, the lovers. Everybody talking about Tory was offering money, but it looks like money was being offered in several directions. This is like somebody offered you something in the beginning. Possibly somebody offered Tory an offer, offered him money, and he didn't take it. And, you know, this is somebody trying to court him. The lovers is also a card of wanting to work together, combine resources, or, you know, outfund what it is that you need to do. And somebody was sore about that. Okay? And they use this opportunity. I can't even talk. They use this opportunity with court to say what needed to be said. Literally, rock with me, but don't rock against me. This is what happens when you rock against me. Wheel of Fortune and the stars at the bottom of the deck. So this is like she's being rewarded. Megan's being rewarded. Seven of Cups. After they had to consider their options about him standing his ground. So, solely because they had to protect the company, she's being, you know, they're going to fast track her because it has to look like they supported her this whole time, and this is a part of the support. Hold on. I had to have a smoke break because, I mean, damn, this is a complicated web. Like, and the web, you know, goes into a vortex. Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so there's going to be a bright area because it's like this Wheel of Fortune falls right on top of the Six of Pentacles. So this is letting me know that, once again, they offered Tory a very profitable offer, right? It's almost like he was the one that was supposed to be the star. Strength is at the bottom of the deck. That shows me he held his ground. Page of Swords. He looked over everything. They were watching, though. They were watching Tory. Tory was a big catch. This is Tory going to jail, being bound. And look at this. Somebody's coming to offer him something while he's bound, while he's locked up. That's going to give him a brighter outcome. Tell me more about this outcome that's being offered to him while he's locked up. This is a secret offer. Somebody's coming to communicate with Tory. Look at this. The moon at the bottom of the card. Somebody's coming to offer him something in secret. And let's see, that fell right over the Hierophant. There's a secret deal here. Four of Cups. It's an unrequited offer. It's like, it's almost like they want to be swift and aggressive, and they say, okay, well, we're going to be benevolent and only offer you like 4 years. And he's like, you got me fucked up. I'm 4 years. What you mean? I shouldn't be doing no years. What is this? Over this love relationship that did not work. 2 of Cups. Okay? I shouldn't be doing no years over this bullshit. Eventually, Temperance. That's like balance through a new beginning. How? This brings heartbreak from the independent woman, justice, 8 of Pentacles. So this is over, I said, this is over somebody who wanted to work with him that's definitely heartbroken because he decided not to work with whomever this was. This is a petty game of tag. Literally, now you're it. And now that I have you sitting where I want you and I have your attention, now I got a deal for you. But it looks like Tory said no dice. Heartbroke. That all of this is falling the way that it's falling, right? Like I said, swift, fast, and aggressive. Make a decision. 2 of Wands. Ace of Wands to the 2 of Wands. Because this is a wish fulfillment now to have him under their thumb. To humble him. To make him bend, waver, and then fold. Strength is at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, the Strength is at the bottom of the deck, which is Tory's card, the Leo. 4 of Swords just came out. I keep getting 4 years. It's like they're telling him to decide. Take this plea, cop this plea. We'll give you 4 years. That's the bare minimum. He's trying to hold it together and be strong, but this is definitely representing him. Okay, so the independent woman, this is her wish fulfillment. Ain't that about a bitch? So this is like the Chariot, forward movement. If you accept this deal, then we can have things can move more calmly, more smoothly, right? So it's like now, it's like Megan trying to pull a power play even on the back end. I really just had to take a moment because it's like I can literally hear her gloating about how swiftly things move forward. Strength. Yeah, he's just trying to hold it together, but this is him. Page of Cups. He's not really trying to communicate with anybody right now, just small stuff. Because he's got to consider how this situation is moving forward. 2 of Swords. He's considering everything that he has to do now, because now this is going to affect his money. His money is going to move slow. So he's going to have to make a decision to cut off situations and focus on the Star and Justice, which is Megan and how this whole case worked out. Judgment, Ace of Cups. So this, like I said, this goes to, wait a minute, put this way. This represents, this judgment brought abundance to someone. Hold on. Yeah, judgment brought abundance to someone. Knight of Swords. There's a message coming in soon. Knight of Pentacles. Like I said, that's the slowest moving knight in the deck. So they could also stall and drag out his legal proceedings. Yep, I just said it. They could stall and drag out his legal proceedings as far as him going for an appeal. There's manipulative energy. Somebody within the system is creating hiccups for him to drag out his appeal. Told you it's the alchemist involved in this. Alchemist involved in all of this. Seven of Wands, the Fool. So this is saying that this is futile, okay? They're trying to say you could stand up for yourself, you could fight for your rights, all of that. Take a leap of faith, do whatever you need to do, but you'd be foolish to do so. Very cocky, very arrogant energy. Page of Swords. Watching someone closely, possibly gain stalking. But you got a Sun, and you have, what is this? What just caught my eye? Sun and a Knight of Swords. Sun, the Lover's, Knight of Swords. There's going to be an epiphany. Something's going to come together that's going to help Tory's case. It's going to be a gray area that turns into an absolute high point. Tell me more. Because he decides to stand up and fight to bring an end to a cycle. So now this is like raging against the machine. He's fighting against the machine at this point. Look at this. This brought happier times for who? The Star, the Aquarius, this contract negotiation and agreement. The situations came to an end over being betrayed. You were stabbed in the back. Who exactly is being stabbed in the back? Is this Tory or is this Megan's energy? Please elaborate. Being stabbed in the back by the Aquarius. This is also stating that things aren't going to work out for Megan as she thinks. The Fool to the Queen of Cups. You're taking a leap of faith. It's like she took a leap of faith because she was in her feelings about something. Three of Cups. This goes back to that bullshit with that third party energy in that relationship. And now she's the wounded warrior. So it's kind of interesting for me. Eight of Cups at the bottom of the deck. This feels to me more like Megan is more concerned about how people feel about her as the third party. And she's hurt over this. And it's like she's got to walk away from relationships. So her relationship could be ending soon. Or it's very, very rocky. I keep getting that Eight of Cups popping out. King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles, okay? We know this King of Pentacles is the one who's the silent hand. The Fool, the Page of Pentacles, and the Lovers. So this person is saying that this foolish decision that you made didn't pay out with this Lovers situation, with this collaboration. Because Lovers is also a collaborative effort. Okay, we're seeing heartbreak, justice, the Fool, Page of Pentacles. So that's like making a small effort to move forward towards justice, and it's heartbreaking. Towards your stability and work, because he's stating that he has to work to support the foundation of his stability. So he's acknowledging that people are trying to affect his money so that he can't offer what he needs to offer to help to fight his case. The Lovers and the Ten of Cups. This is like collaborations and offers that he had coming that are going to be fruitful, manifest, some of that never in your wildest dreams type stuff. All turned around and ended up in heartbreak. So he's really just talking about how he's been taking loss after loss after loss, and now this is like the one that's just like you literally just stabbed me in my chest. So it's like 3 major losses that he took. That also represents the 3 charges that he faced, but also 3 major deals in particular that he lost. 3 major deals that he lost due to what happened that affect his stability. 4 of Wands, due to this alchemist, this person who manipulated people. Fool is at the bottom of the deck. He's now thinking about what he needs to do. He needs to take a leap of faith on how he collaborates. Page of Cups, like he's rethinking about, you know, not being so free with giving information now. He's only going to deal with a selected small few because, I mean, shit, I can't blame him. He's fighting for his life. He can't afford for certain information to get out now. Page of Pentacles. So it's like small offers of communication coming out now about what's going to go on with justice. I get it. This is like, don't let the right hand know what the left hand is doing. You know, we're going to make it look like, you know, we're not really putting much into this. Like, my money is affected, so I can't afford this, I can't afford that. Excuse me. Like I said, light communication only now. This is like cutting off relationships with certain people, possibly certain bloggers. Feeling like there's a snake in the midst. And we don't know who the snake is, so we're going to just go ahead and start severing ties until further notice. Empress, 4 of Pentacles. So literally this is all like growth and abundance, money for not just stable money, but money for the long haul. So the things are looking fruitful for Megan. Possible pregnancy on the way, financial stability, but she's still battling 7 of Cups, 3 of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. There's somebody who secretly knows that she's still battling with substance, and there's still like a third party connection somewhere with her. Her life is, ooh. See that? 2 of Swords. Somebody's still concerned with her having third parties and still doing her, and this is looking like her being cut off. The Fool. And it could come like out of nowhere, like due to the truth. 8 of Cups. Hold on. Hold on, hold on, hold on. There we go. There we go. Make it easier to see. the Fool, the Ace of Swords, the Eight of Cups. That's like somebody walking away from a relationship with her due to the truth coming out. And they feel like, there's always going to be a third party. I never can be sure about what you're doing, who you're doing it with. And I'm tired of even contemplating that I have to think that way. Seven of Cups. Somebody is disgusted with her partying, her drinking, because that's also the card of libations, not just considering options, but they are considering their options, and they're talking to her about her drinking. But being that this is a card where there's 7 cups and there's something different in each cup, there's a possibility that there's more than drinking going on. And they're addressing this. They're addressing all of this. And they're saying that when you get on that level, when something is up in your cup, I can't trust you. 7 of Swords. Oh, and that's the truth, honey. That's the truth. Ace of Swords is the truth card. 6 of Swords. So, honey, they easy. They leaving like Sunday morning. Don't be surprised if you find out that party has severed ties. He separated himself from Megan, because it's like the chatter is a bit much. 10 of Cups. Yeah, they were considering having a family. All of that. But it's looking like he's heading for the front door. Yep, 8 of Cups. He's walking away from this relationship due to what happened in court. Party feels stabbed in the back. He feels like she was being sneaky as fuck. Okay? He looked at her as a loving, kind, beautiful woman, a woman that he could possibly want to have children with, and he feels like a fucking fool because he don't know if she's off collaborating, working. Will it be a situation where it could be an entanglement or a working situation? Because he's been told about certain shit. Knight of Swords with the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, which will be Megan, the earth sign. He's been told certain shit about her. So he just wants to move on to victory and concentrate on who, what. He wants to move forward to victory. Concentrate on a family. He really wanted a family. He wanted to get married. He wanted the house, the picket fence, the babies. He was ready for all of that. But see, earth signs are the type that you can't embarrass. Virgos and Taurus, most definitely. They are the signs that you cannot embarrass. Once they feel embarrassed, once they feel like the rug was snatched from up under them, once they feel like, you allowed their business to be all out in the street, it's really not much you can do with them because they're a pride-based, very, very strong on the pride-based signs of the zodiac. They're the type that, hey, if something is going on, make sure you tell me before the streets do. And he feels like she didn't tell him the truth. She was being sneaky. He is no telling who she's possibly slept with, that she worked with, and she still ain't telling the truth. And he just don't want no more bananas in the tailpipe at this point. He don't want her to tell him nothing else that doesn't come back to be, what it's supposed to be. If it don't even, if it doesn't ring true, he don't want to hear it. And he don't even know if he can trust what she says anymore. He looking at her like she's sneaky. All the shit that you told me, I had your back. I'm fighting with people, I'm arguing with people, and then you get up on the stand and admit that you done fucked this nigga. Not how I look. Got me looking like old sauce ass nigga. Like, literally, that's what I'm hearing in my head. Like, he feels like a sucker. He feels like she played him and put him in a position to look bad. So just for that alone, he doesn't want to be bothered. I didn't expect to tap into Megan on that. So, like I said, it's allegedly possible that Party is considering his options and he's looking at the front door. He wanted family. He wanted a woman that he could trust. He does love her. He did see her as his wife, the wife, the mother of his future children, the person he wanted to grow old with. But now he's got to reevaluate everything because he don't want to be out here looking like a fool. So I'm going to cut this reading here, and I'll tap back into the energy around Tory later, because it looks like Tory at this moment is Daniel in the lion's den, and he needs to focus. He needs all his energy. He needs to really shut out all of the outside noise and think, because he has something that's a smoking gun that could turn all of this around. But he has to be able to center himself, to focus, and to live outside of his emotional self, which is hard when you're looking at, I'm going to be out my child life, I'm going to lose my empire, all of this type of stuff. But if he can focus, there's an answer right there, and it's so plain and so clear. And he's going to be thinking to himself like, wow, why didn't I see this sooner? But it's going to take him having this moment to himself, rediscovering himself, and letting go of a lot of the industry things that he's learned. He's going to have to really strip down to the bare minimum and tap into God. With that being said, I bring this ending, I bring this reading to a close, okay? I was about to say I bring this ending to a close, but it's a possibility I said that for a reason. Because he's got to face, does he accept this being the final end and just allow defeat? Or does he center himself and focus himself and fight? Right now, that's a lot. That's a big pill to swallow. He doesn't know what to do, but I'm seeing that there's a turn of events with this that people don't expect. Just like with this case, I said that the way this case turned out, people wouldn't expect it. And nobody expected him to be guilty on all 3 counts. But to see the behind the scenes on how this worked out, it was in someone's best interest. And it wasn't Megan that this worked out this way. So I'm going to leave it there. Thank you for tuning in, watching this reading. And we'll just have to stay tapped in on this situation. And I'm going to possibly look at if they're going to come after Kelsey and what Kelsey Nicole could possibly be facing. But as of now, this reading is done.